Mike Benton here for ThunderVision, as earlier today, more free agency news coming down the pipe. Forward Harrison Reed, now to Stockton, agreeing to contract terms earlier today. And the guy who got the deal done joins me here, and head coach Matt Thomas. And Matt, it's one thing to say that you land a walleye, it's a big catch. But as far as this walleye or ex-walleye is concerned, how can it help your team?
Well, I think the one thing that Harrison gives you is, a lot of experience. He's a veteran player in our league. He's played a lot more games in the American Hockey League, which I think is always a good thing to have in your room. Well, obviously, all our guys are trying to get there, and he brings that experience. But he brings some unique elements that every team needs. He's got an incredible shot. He's got one that can just flat out beat goaltenders. He's really good on face-offs. He's played a lot of right wing as well in his career, but he's a guy that can play in a lot of different situations for you. He's going to be a guy that not only helps you on the power play, he's going to help you on the penalty kill, a regular shift, and really be a go-to offensive guy. He's done a lot of up and down in his career, and it hasn't allowed him to kind of settle into a role. So we're looking for him to come in and settle into a good role for us here, and hopefully his production will speak for itself. But we're real excited to get him.
Third ECHL team now for Reed, the Florida Everblades, then Toledo Walleye, and now the Thunder. You get a power play going with a guy who has a shot like that. Who benefits the most, him or the guys who pass the puck?
Well, I think probably the team is the right answer, because you always look for a guy that has a big shot on the power play, and he's a guy that can certainly wire it from all different areas on the ice. But I think when you're getting the type of guy that has the experience that he's had, not only in our league but in other leagues, it's something that everyone's going to benefit from. And he's a guy, you look at his numbers in Florida when he was a third rounder to the Carolina Hurricanes, and when he was on his NHL entry level deal, he spent 9 games with Florida, and he had 8 goals in those 9 games. So there's no denying his ability to put the puck in the net. And I think when you're a guy that likes to make plays and set guys up, and you have a shooter like a guy in Harrison, a lot of people are going to benefit from it. So I think he's a guy that's going to come in and do a lot of that for us.
Toledo head coach Nick Vitucci one time praised his work ethic. So when you factor in that along with his AHL experience, by the way, Eric Hunter, a former teammate with Lake Erie, how can that help the other players in this locker?
Well, I think you're always looking for guys that are going to do two things. They're going to be good fits for you in terms of what they can do on the ice, and then you're also looking for guys that are going to be good fits in this dressing room and what they can bring to the rest of the team. And I think when I was doing my research on Harrison, Nick Vitucci had phenomenal things to say about him in terms of conditioning. He's a guy who's really into being in phenomenal shape, and he's a guy that just brings a great work ethic every night. And then when you add skill on top of those types of attributes, you're getting the total package in a player. And I really look forward to Harrison coming out here and teaching guys how to be a pro, teaching guys what it takes. He's played, like I said, he's played a lot of games in the American Hockey League, and he knows what it takes to get there, so he can pass it on to the other guys, and for himself, really, put his best foot forward and have the type of season that he wants to be able to have, and all it's going to come through based on that work ethic. So I think he's going to be someone that the whole team can lean on in so many different ways.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, Spence.
Thunder roster taking shape as Harrison Reed into the fold now for 2012 and 13. For more breaking news, stay in tune to StocktonThunder.com, additionally via Facebook and Twitter. I'm Mike Benton for ThunderVision.